Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
It is moving day, travel day for us, and of course, it's raining. Why wouldn't it be? I ain't gotta be good. We are right now at Van Buren, obviously one of the state parks that we frequent. It is Thursday, and it is, well, Ray's doing her business. It's Thursday and it's pretty empty, but this is the equestrian side. You can see that there's tie-ups for horses. We've been busy all week trying to put a video together and do some work at the church, do some projects for them, but we are leaving today. Ray's taking off on me, little stinker. Ray, get over here. Come on, come on. She knows she's being naughty. She snuck out. She doesn't have a leash or nothing on. Come on, Ray. Come on. It's stinker. Come on. Oh. Come on. Come on, inside. She usually doesn't like the rain, but I guess since she snuck out off leash, she thinks she's just gonna play. All right, go on, inside. Go see Mom. All right, this way, inside. Like I said, it is moving day today, so we are gonna be packing up in the rain, it looks like. So I was complaining earlier about it raining while we were setting up, but doing tire checks, and we've got a flat. So better here than on the road, but chances are we pick something up. So plan right now. So I do have a little air compressor. So I'm going to hook up the air compressor. I'm gonna pump it up. I'm gonna continue with the tear down and hook up, and I'm going to go over and dump while I assess whether or not it's holding air. If it's holding air long enough to get us to the next campground, we'll do that. But if it is not holding air, I do have a plug kit, and I've never taken one of the wheels off of these before, or this before, so we can do that together. I do have a little ramp in here that supposedly I can pull forward onto it and pull up that wheel without having to use a jack or anything, so might get to get that out of deep storage. But I'll try the air compressor first, see how that goes, but we're probably gonna have to either put a spare on or pump up and plug that one. I would rather plug that one and have that work until I can replace it, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh geez.
All right, so
good times.
Yeah, I haven't had to do this before, but got an air compressor.
Which one's flat, baby?
I have back one, see it?
Oh, yep.
So I usually hook up to the cigarette lighter in the truck, but that's a little bit of a reach.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Did I just lose? Oh, there it is. Just lose it? I think I just stepped on that too.
You stepped on it?
Yeah. It's alright. So this can hook to the battery.
One thing about RV life but it's not just RV life. I think it, translates to any kind of life that you live. Nothing is ever simple and smooth. There's always little hiccups that pop up and things that get in the way of you leaving on time or all that fun stuff. But one of the things that we're notorious for is checking out of a campground on time. Never. We're always really close to that, cutoff time of get out of here at 1. And we're like, oh, it's almost 1:30. We're so close, but close enough, right?
We got an excuse today.
But today we have a flat, and the camp host here is super sweet and kind and knows us pretty well at this point from all of our stays here. And so he'll be gracious, but I just hate to...
See if this works.
But it's a Thursday, not a Friday, so there shouldn't... Oh, that's fun.
All right.
But there shouldn't be anybody right on our tail. If it was a Friday, if we were getting close to the check-in time, we might be inconveniencing the next camper. But so far, Thursdays have been pretty low-key. School's only been out a week, I think. Most of the local ones here, where we stay near our anchor point on weekends. So we shouldn't be holding anybody up today if we get stuck for too long. Lord willing, this thing pumps up enough to get us to our next camp spot. We have a very long travel day. It's about 21 minutes to the next campground. So hopefully it'll take the air, hold the air while we dump. We've got long enough to give it a second to see if it's gonna hold the air. And God willing, we can plug it if needed. If we can't do that, until we can get a new tire.
Now we got a brand new spare right there.
We do have a brand new spare.
I don't want to use it.
Who does?
Well, I mean, I don't want to have to get it down.
It's like having to dip into your emergency fund of money. Who wants to have to? But that's what you have it for.
I'd rather plug this one and the plug just work until I can just take that rim
And get
and
a...
just get a replacement.
We'll just get a replacement tire. So do you remember not the very, very beginning, but pretty early on in our watching of KYD and all their adventures, they became the 2 spare RVers. We might end up following their example.
So, with these tires, there's 3 different loads on them. I'm assuming because we're us, we're probably at max load is what we'll fill it to, and that's 80 psi. So the majority of your little air compressors that you get at Walmart that hook into the battery or hook into the cigarette lighter are not going to fill something to
capacity.
80
No,
PSI. Ours is set to go up to 150 psi, so should be able to get 80 into this one. But
stick your head down there. Do you hear any?
no, and it didn't leak all the air out.
No, it didn't.
So
It was. Yeah.
it was fine when we left to come here from Rockford because I checked all the tires. So
You always do. Yeah.
but we also pull around like in weird spots in parking lots and things like that.
We do.
So,
I don't know if drop us a comment below, you other fellow RVers, whether you're weekend warriors or full timers, and tell us if you've had any bad experiences just behind grocery stores, or when you've got a rig, you can't just park anywhere.
You go where the big.
You go where and so unfortunately those back sides of parking lots and businesses, they usually aren't as maintained.
Like the debris.
We had that happen. We'll show a clip that we had from North Carolina and show you guys that we pulled behind a restaurant, and it looked like a perfectly great place to park while we went in and ate. It was a neat restaurant, great meal experience.
Yeah, but we picked up
But somehow we picked up a nail or screw, I don't remember, but it tore us up bad. Ruined our whole schedule for our trip. We still made it safely, and we still were blessed to spend time with our friends, but we lost a whole night with our crew.
7 hours at a Walmart.
Yep. It was not what you want to do, but All part of the journey.
We live.
We did. Much cooler day than yesterday, though, for a flat tire. Yesterday was 90 degrees. Today, the high is in the low 70s with overcast. It's just muggy.
Yeah, we had enough stuff with tires yesterday. Wyatt and I did the brakes and rotors.
Yeah.
On the truck.
Yep. Thankfully, Levi's handy, and we do 90% of all of our own maintenance.
You better be handy or rich.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not rich.
As my dad would always say, because he followed that red-green show that he loved, if the women don't find you handsome, at least they can find you handy.
So remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Oh, check this out. My windshield doesn't just open and close, it locks.
It's pumping up pretty good, babe.
Never had a flat on
our trailer.
On
We've
a
been
trailer
very
before.
blessed. The truck, however...
Yay, first time for everybody.
Hey, we're like 5 years into RVing part-time and then a year in to RVing full-time, and this is our first flat trailer tire.
Yeah,
I think we have a lot to be thankful for.
we do.
But let's not make it a habit.
Right. So while we're here, what kind of hoses do you guys use? These flat ones, they're not the 0G, but they're the flat hoses. We got ours in like the RV section of Walmart. I mean,
We did. We've used every hose out there though.
This is the best one though.
Yeah, this is Levi's favorite.
Because like I hate the rubber hoses. They take up so much room, and this guy folds up and just goes right there. So part of our organization, I kind of started cheating a little bit.
Cheating?
Yeah, because normally I put everything in there to get set up, but there's nothing like feeling like a noob when you reach in and pull one thing out and like 17 things.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
So if I'm in a campsite next door and I see that happen, it screams noob. So just saying.
Yeah, it does.
And I hate that feeling because we've paid our dues. We've done this a long time. But this 50 amp power cord, we've always had a 30 amp, but that 50 amp power cord is a beast.
It is.
It is so unmanageable. Look how nice I got that.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
chocks, like pretty tight.
Yep.
But that 50 amp power cord is a beast. So I started just having a tote, a little tote with a couple of our dog bones, and I put our
Dog bones, aka adapters.
Yeah, dog bone adapter. So I put our surge protector and the 50 amp in there and just slide that right in the back of the truck and just pull it out when I get somewhere. So easier.
At least for you. You found that easier. Levi's all about the streamlining, saving man hours.
Yeah.
Work for him as part of his job in the secular world is managing people and managing time well and moving product well, and he's all about streamline the operation.
Yeah.
He says that to our kids. He has been for years. He'll be up there cleaning their rooms, taking 5 hours. He's like, we gotta streamline this operation. You're wasting man hours. The kids are like, Dad.
But now guess what they're doing?
But now, as they do their own thing, they're like, okay, there's got to be a way to streamline this operation.
Right. Look how nice this goes in this tote.
It does.
I don't have a lot of extra stuff in it. It's literally just a couple setups. I have an extra flat hose. This is the 50 foot. I like the 25 foot because it's not so much. Usually we're like within 10 feet.
Yep.
So, but I have an extra one if I need it. Yeah, this bad boy just slides right in the back.
Well, what do you know?
I kind of do the same thing with my sewer stuff.
Stinky slinky?
I don't want my sewer stuff in there.
I know you don't.
I mean, I could put that tote in there and it would probably fit right where the X-Chocks are, but I I just pull up to the dump station, pull that thing out, and get what I need out, put it back in. All good. I may hear a slight leak.
How can you hear anything over that?
It's talking to me.
Are you a tire whisperer now? If you were.
We do deal with tires.
We
a lot,
do.
though.
I know.
Mostly on the truck.
And it's, yeah, it's almost always on the truck. And
Or
it's
somebody else's car.
Yeah. And we do help a lot of people with flats. We just seem to be around when people have a flat, and we may not be good at a lot, but we have a lot of experience with flat tires.
But I do have a plug kit, and if I have to plug this one, we'll do a little educational video.
Educational? I bet people are signing up right now.
They should. You should know how to plug a tire.
Yeah.
Should know how to change a tire.
No matter what age or gender, it is knowledge that will serve you in your life.
And save you money. And a lot of time, because if you have to call AAA, you're looking at like 3 or 4 hours on the side of the road.
I know. It depends on where you're at, especially if you're kind of in a rural area or in between big cities.
Yeah.
It can take a minute.
I'm going to fill up to 75. And
You got paint all over you. Levi's been painting at the church building this week.
this is from last time.
I know, and that's the shirt you wore the last time you painted.
This isn't the shirt I've been painting in all week.
Yeah.
Painting it last
That did kind of come out wrong.
Yeah. Hey, way to change your clothes. Almost there.
All right.
All right, well, I'm going to finish this up, put all this stuff back, and then we're going to head to the dump station, and we're going to actually drive.
There's a wasp.
Wasp. Run away. He just wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
He's a friendly wasp.
Bugs love me.
All right, so yeah, it never ceases to stop being something. So anyway, I'm going to finish the hookup process, which you will probably catch on time lapse if it's still going. Let's check out the tire. All right. She's still looking good. Getting the setup in the rain. So I'll show you guys around a little bit later. But we're at Fire Lake Campground in Bowling Green. So we are hooking up, leaving Fire Lake here in BG. We've got another long travel day. It's been a rainy, thunderstormy, pretty nasty weekend. But we are heading over to Mary Jane Thurston State Park in Grand Rapids, which is only like a 15-minute drive. So super cool there. The flat, still flat. So it kept its air long enough to get here. And then it went flat, so we are gonna pump it up, take it over to Mary Jane Thurston where they don't have water hookups, so we'll have to use the fill station there. And then once we do that, I'm probably gonna pull over and take this tire off and put the spare on. That will give me the next few days to take that spare up and get that tire replaced, and then we'll worry about putting it on at some other point.
So what do you have in mind for replacing RV tire? Like, where are your go-to destinations?
I'm gonna call Bell Tire first, because the Bell Tire in Bowling Green hooked us up pretty good on the truck the day before we were leaving for vacation, and I lost the hub nut key for the one locking hub.
That's never fun.
So yeah, they were able to cut that off for me for pretty cheap. So I'll give them the first shot. If not, then I'll look at probably Discount Tire that I know also carries a lot of camper tires. So that's the plan. So we are going to hook up and head over to Mary Jane Thurston, one of our favorite little state parks. If you've watched our channel before, you've seen it several times because it is very local for where our family is at. So that is the plan. So as you know, if you've been following the saga of the tire, this tire will not hold air. It's got a slow leak. It's not real fast, so we filled it up before we left. We do have a spare tire under here. We've never used it. I don't know if it's ever been used. So this will be a good chance to experiment with some of our stuff. So follow me. Ignore the water. I just filled our fresh water up until overflowing, so it's just overflowing a little bit. One cool thing about having the majority of your tools with you at all times is that you always have what you need. Sometimes you just have to dig for it though. Anyway, I've got this ramp. Never used it, but I'm supposed to be able to pull this up and the front axle go onto it and it hold the other tire off the ground. So my experience with plastic or rubber, any kind of ramps has not been great because typically they want to slide. So I've got a willing volunteer right here with me in Wyatt that if it starts sliding, I'll just have him stick his foot right there. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these loose before we try to wrap them up. If you don't have one of these cross lug wrenches, you need to get one. Piece of advice: you need to have a socket or a wrench that fits every bolt on your camper. It's just sound advice. I didn't make it up. Somebody else made that up, but I'm taking it. So this will make sure that we're covered. I believe it's 3/4, but I'm gonna pop these loose. All right, Wyatt, I'm gonna try to pull up on that. So give me some hand signals. Go, stop, because I want to rest it right up under there. That's high.
That is. Farther. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stop.
Did it get that off the ground?
Nope.
It did not.
Not even close.
It's close.
It's not.
Let me grab the jack out of the truck, and at least I shouldn't have to jack it up very far, right? Just had this stuff out Tuesday doing the brakes and rotors.
Yeah, we did.
I'm gonna put this jack under here. Let's see what we got.
If only that was on a tripod or something where you could set that on the ground and use both your hands.
This is the Osmo, not the GoPro. Stick that right there. Might want to turn around. All right. Look, off the ground already, bud. There's the spare.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like. Let's go look for the crank that cranks that down. So you should have two things that look like this. In your rig somewhere that came with it. One of them is going to be to manually crank the slides in.
Yeah, there should be a hole somewhere in the back.
There should be a hole to crank down the spare tire. Found it. Looks like it fits this.
Yeah, peeky hole.
I don't think you're going to be able to see anything.
it looks like a Fisher Price thing.
Like a wagon wheel.
Yeah. Why did they make it white? Here, I got the
Oh, look what I picked up.
Oh no.
So, good thing is, I didn't try to waste my time plugging it.
Yeah, no, that's toasted.
Because just so you guys know, anything from the outside treads toward the outside, no plug. No, you don't want to plug that. Anywhere in here, you're good to plug. Even in the inside channel, you're all right. But once you get in this outside tread, especially on the sidewall, there's so much force, especially when you're turning, that plugs are never a good idea, and you could actually cause it to blow out instead of just go from a slow leak. But anyway, yep. Picked up a good one.
That is impressive.
All right, well, it's still holding air though. Done. All right. Tire bought. Ran me 189 out the door, and that is with the roadside protection. I figured might as well get that. So plan is tomorrow, after we dump, right before we hit the road, I'll pull it over into that same parking lot and take the spare off, restow the spare, and put the new tire on. So good deal. You ready, Ray? All right, so yeah, not the cheapest tires out there, but hopefully it'll last us, a good long time. All right, leaving Mary Jane Thurston, and just got done dumping, so time to replace the spare. So got the tire back from yesterday from Bell Tire. All right, you stay, Ray. As always, thanks for watching. And join us next episode as the joys of full-time RV living keep smacking us in the face when somebody destroys our Starlink. So join us for that episode. Until then, stay safe out there. Tire is on. We are golden. So on with the rest of the day.